It is every citizen's final duty to go into the Karkland Ironworks. Just chugging them here. Hello everybody. Um, Hope you're having a good one. Today, we're taking a look at MTGO cubes. Because there's a fun one around for just this week, which means just today. And I want to give it a shot. Yeah, cube. So yeah, for those not familiar, we've got a Caleb Young's Powered Synergy Cube here. You might ask yourself, what does that mean? And the Karkland Ironworks on screen might give you an idea of what that means. Um, Reading, there's a little article about it on MTGO, on like magic.wizards.com. I don't know. I always call it Daily MTG, but like it hasn't been called Daily MTG for like a year and a half, like decade and a half. It's just that people just call it that because that's what it always was called. But like this image here is a good one. Then Ryan has a write up as well. That's more card by card. More talking about like how the colors actually look. But this one, like, look, we got Emery, we got Thought Profoundry, we got, we have a lot. Like, this is combo zone, super combo zone. Are you ready? It has power, so I expect blue to be, very good. But then it's got like a ton of combos you might not even be familiar with. Allure and combo, our good friend, Kark, lines like Diamond Nonsense. Any persist combos might go with the sacrifice stuff, artifact aggro stuff, artifact combo stuff, storm stuff, which probably lines up with the artifact stuff. Land things, hey, look, it's Zurian Orb with Fast Bond and Crucible, Titania, Bomberman. Oh boy, Bomberman is the name of the combo deck that comes out of Auroch Salvagers. Auroch Salvagers is 2 for getting a 1 or less cost artifact from your graveyard to your hand. You pay 2 for this, you get 3. Oh, look, I wonder what I'll do with this. Then at the end, it has a Second Sunrise exists. Good luck. And that's the end notes. So, yeah, Titania, that's a card that's been a while since we've gotten to play it. Very good card. So, that's what we plan on doing today. Um, Powered Synergy Cube, Phantom Draft League. Yes, I will join. Ooh, this one's actually got a sizable player count. Um, if you remember the last couple we've had were like 300-400s. So, yeah, so vintage with a heavy combo beat everyone's deck. Like in the little article, it says even if you draft like a random deck, like just you're not even like looking for combos, your deck should end up randomly with at least one game ending combo without you noticing. Like, whoops, I accidentally intruder alarm plus any tap ability that makes a creature. Yeah, that sort of thing. I don't know what sort of direction I want to go in. Shabby, thank you very much for the sub. Appreciate that. I know there's a lot of Elf Ball. Jesus, green is like a ton of mana dorks. That's what most of green is. It's like 50% mana dork by volume. Because Elf Ball as a deck is made up of like 70% one mana 1/1s with different lines of text. Um, what the red black stuff, like the red black like sacrifice stuff also looks like it has a lot of directions to go in because there being like a lot of different persist combos, devoted druid combos. Devoted druid might be like a first pick, right? We see that we probably like throw in on devoted druid just because like devoted druid plus get in the car or devoted druid plus like there's a number of infinites with devoted druid these days. I love devoted druid plus get in the car. And yeah, even if you're not doing super busted stuff, devoted druid at least lets you like ramp up to more interesting maneuvers. Neither is devoted druid after all. I did not look at the individual card list, so I'm not sure if get in the car plus devoted druid is, but that's the sort of combo I would assume is. Especially just get in the car works as like good removal for like interrupting a combo. Corvold, Earthcraft, spells cost one less. Oh my god. Force of Will flat. That's a that's an interesting one. Okay. Force of Will flat. I mean, obviously, like, there's not a lot of blue going on in here. The arguments for that, like, Earthcraft has a lot of infinites. Banefire is one of the best outlets. Psy is also really good. The question is like, are opponents going to fold to one piece of interaction, right? Is that realistic? Maybe. I like Helm. With the Force, we'll see what direction we end up with. Maybe there's more to go with this. Thopter Foundry? Thopter Foundry early, huh? Dark Blast. Oh, look at this removal. Holy smokes. Holy smokes. Okay, Dark Blast, Firebolt, Oust. It's not the quality, it's the quantity. Make a bunch of pests. Oh, Dido, thank you very much for the sub. I appreciate it. I am interested in Thopter Foundry. Um, that's a card that can very easily do some utter nonsense. This is you have no idea what you're doing for 75% of it. Yeah, especially like because like think about like you have to be familiar with every combo that exists. Like so, Thopter's sword or things like that are things that you have to like be familiar with. Oh God, what's bolster? Where's a bolster? Go put a 1/1 counter on a. This is an infinite creature out. Like if you have an infinite creature engine, Anafenza puts infinite 1/1 counters on your creatures. Anafenza also works as a infinite with okay. So Thopter Foundry, Dig Site Engineer. Volcanic Island, Polluted Delta, Squee Flat, Charted Course, Witch's Oven. Containment Construct is an infinite with discard, not infinite with discards, but I think Emery is more our speed. I looks like I want to be doing some artifact nonsense, and I kind of want to. And Emery is a good starter for any artifact nonsense. So, but yeah, Bolster is there specifically made. This is a pretty good one. Yeah, we're seeing a lot of Rotting Rats. Divest. My Desire, V-Click, Spell Skype. I'm sorry, hold on. Wasn't this just in the last pack? I'm not. Is mana like infinite in this? Did I miss did I like not read like that mana is just outrageous or something? I must have missed a footnote. Hi, Underworld Breach. Some lands are doubled and or tripled. Okay. Well, if we're not reading, I suppose. Desire, Inquisition. Yeah, clearly fetches are copied right here. We can see that. I'm gonna grab this fetch because I like the setup here. Tinker, okay. Tinker, obviously. Okay. I feel like obviously we have artifact synergies on the lockdown as one of our big plans. This has got to be an infinite somehow. Okay, I don't know what the big tinker targets are, but we'll grab it. Thought Monitor, that seems like a good one if we're doing some sort of wide artifact plan. Probably is going to cost 1 blue and be a draw 2. Saheeli would also be a good pickup. Is this the second Blood Artist I've seen? No, I saw Zulaport Cutthroat. Never mind. Mirror Entity does have a bunch of combos. I used to play constructed decks with Revelark Mirror Entity combos. You'd put Mirror Entity for 0 on the stack 100 times, and that would kill your opponent somehow. It was really funny. The Netting Cyst is also a really good one there. Okay, we need to find... Ooh, Oni Cult Anvil. Force and Negation. Oni Cult Anvil. Hold on. Oni Cult Anvil. Etch Champion, Force and Negation, Oni Cult Anvil all look good. Opt. Yeah, okay. I like the idea of trying to get Oni Cold Anvil to work. We already have black in here for Thopter Foundry. It's just a matter of making the mana base work a little bit more of a stretch, which apparently the mana bases aren't that hard to do so. We Meyer or ooh. We're not a paradoxical outcome deck. Are we a welder deck? I feel like we should be a welder deck. Sorry, Meyer. That goes with the Tinker, obviously. Regimon Dualcaster. I don't think I'm interested in any of these. This is a fetchable island swamp. I wish it was the tricolor one, but that's okay. I should probably pick fetches pretty highly because these exist. I can just have 3 colors at all times. Steam Vents. Well, yeah, let's get the Steam Vents. Anafenza is here for infinite. Again, Anafenza is like if you have a sack outlet that is like a Finks, you can put a 1/1 counter on the Finks when it comes back in, and then it like sack it again, and then keep doing that forever. Containment Construct. We don't have anything that works with you yet, but we might be able to. That's a good direction. Steam Vents is good here. Okay. So we have some direction, no immediate output. Not sure what is the output on this deck gonna be? Oh boy. Galvanic Blast or Force Spike? I think Galvanic Blast. This is probably 4 damage for 1. Right now it's not, like we only have like the 4 artifacts, but ooh boy. Bomek Courier is fine. Red Flame is not. Time Twister. Watery Grave. I'm just in Time Twister? Oh. Or this thing that picks up another target artifact when it goes to the grave. Funnily enough, the below the cut common artifact sort of speaking to me a lot. Because we got Onicult Anvil, Thopter Foundry, Welder, all as ways to put this in the yard. Watery Grave is obviously a good pick here. Time Twister's fine. Wouldn't hurt for a Time Twister. Yeah, I kind of like the Workshop Assistant in this actually a lot. Chromox. Alright, so let me introduce you to Thopter Foundry. Thopter Foundry has 1 Sagadon token artifact. Make a 1/1 blue Thopter token with flying. You gain 1 life. Sword of the Meek has whenever a 1/1 enters play under your control, return it from grave to battlefield. Equip it to that creature. I pay 1, I sack the sword. A 1/1 flyer comes into play. The sword sees the 1/1 flyer, comes right back. I pay 1, sack the sword. Anyway, that's the combo. So now that we've got the combo, now we want to assemble things that make it consistent and make it powerful. We want things that care about the creatures coming to play. We want things that care about the artifacts leaving play. And we want ways to finish the game pretty quickly. It's not an infinite in the sense that it's 1 mana for 1/1 artifact, but it was good enough to be one of the best decks in Constructed for many different formats and many different bits. Intruder Alarm would be an infinite if we had a mana dork with it. Intruder Alarm is a really funky one, but Intruder Alarm also introduced a lot of infinites to our opponents. The cards we're looking for that are more the infinite style would be like Phyrexian Altar or Clark Clan Ironworks, Ashnod's all, yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and pick up this Volcanic Island and start fixing up the mana base, try to get that working. And then we can find cards as we go that more specifically affect us. Again, anything that tutors is going to be at a premium right now. We don't have anything that does that right yet other than Tinker. Revoker's actually probably not bad. There's going to be a lot of targets. I've banned out of Modern for long. Well, yeah. Can we find Urza? Ooh, Urza's an infinite with it, right? Because you can tap the 1/1. You can tap the 1/1s for mana, and then... Actually, you can tap the sword for mana every time, and then... Yeah, that's its own infinite. Let's grab Revoker. Ooh, Prismatic Command, it does have destroy target artifact and 2 damage on it. No, okay, actually, yeah, sorry. Shiabity brings that up, and that's actually maybe a little bit more relevant. Second artifact gets +2/+2. I don't know if a Tog is where I want. Literal Counterspell might be also, like, what do people go for? The moment you mentioned that this is actually shock plus, like, this is actually fake name of the command, fake Kolaghan's command. Visual Wobble's not bad. I like the counterspell because I like disrupting an opponent that doesn't know it's, isn't ready for it. Conspiracy Theorist. Here's the one of these. Oh God. Scheming Fence. This is actually a really good one because this is a pseudo. It like steals an activated ability off of a thing. Scryheap Scrounger, Scourge of Neltoth. I'm gonna grab Scryheap Scrounger as another body. Goblin Engineer. Okay, Goblin Engineer is exactly what we want. So Goblin Engineer, this is perfect. This is a perfect find. Has the text. When Goblin Engineer enters the battlefield, you search your library for an artifact, put it in your graveyard. As I said, Sword of the Meek comes back from the graveyard on a 1/1. So as long as we have anything to jumpstart the combo, Goblin Engineer is a tutor for the combo. And it also has sack an artifact, maybe the sword, pick up the other side. So this is going to be a really good card for us. Good reason to be in red. Lava Dart, Dam, Thing in the Ice, Sketcher-Triumph. Might be on the Sketcher-Triumph because it's fetchable. Ether Vial is okay. Lava Dart is interruptible. Actually, this is good interruption. If I see, like, you hear Sylvan Safekeeper telling us, like, elves are real, and this is double murder and elf. So I think like this is we want to have disruption with our combo. Recruiter, Imperial Recruiter. Imperial Recruiter grabs Emery or Goblin Engineer, or this will work. But the Water Grave is here too. Is this good enough? Getting the mana to make sure that Oni Cold Anvil and Topper Foundry are playable is probably more important. I only have one other black fetched source. Recruiter's slow because it's a tutor for a tutor for a tutor. We're not tutoring directly for the card we want. We're tutoring for the card that tutors for the card we directly want, which is a lot worse. A Braid is gonna be fine. This is like kill a thing or kill an artifact. What do you do? Oh, you're recursion. That thing's fine. Intruder Alarm, Force Winds Mountain, first. Moon Circuit Hacker. I'm gonna bring up this Intruder Alarm in case there's something else that comes along that makes this a little more interesting. We need a Tinker target. Then again, I guess Tinker for our Cloud of Fairies Spell Pierce. Spell Pierce gets the job done. Fairy Seer. Commander Ninjutsu. Not unplayable, but not exactly what I'm after. Alright, Impulse is fine. Alright, we filled out some of the blue cards for Force of Will here with a couple that I'm willing to play, like Impulse and Spell Pierce. Fairy Seer's okay. Tinker for the Upper Foundry will put the Fear of God into someone, sure. We need more ways to recur it as well, because you need to, oh my god. Yeah, okay. So... oh. That's not quite it. This is a second copy of the draw spell for elves. Recall is recall is recall. Welcoming Vampire is maybe the best of these that's ever been printed. Always a fan of this one. What else worked with Scepter? A Braid, Counterspell, Impulse, Spell Pierce, Galvanic Blast. Scepter might come around, and if it does, Mox Diamond, Snap. Mox Diamond. This is an infinite. No. Hmm. Mentally going through how this deck works and like, yeah, this can do Mox Diamond. I grab the blasting. Metallic Mimic. Up here's all the other stuff. Oh shit. Here we go. So that turns that into infinite mana. And infinite mana with our deck, we can do what? What's our... I guess just infinite 1/1s, right? Infinite mana is infinite 1/1s is infinite life. I don't need to worry from that point. Cool. Alright, so from here, all we need are tutors. Ways to find the artifacts we like. Baleful Strix, Dig Through Time, Snap, Caster, Mage. Proving Ground is not the one we were looking for there. Chromatic Star. It's funny that I'm thinking about that. I think Snapcaster gives like Ancestral plus some removal, and that's probably a little better. Baleful Strix is also really good because it's an artifact. That just gets us more artifacts on the board. Experimental Synthesizer is a card I'll grab on the wheel, and it should be good for us. But except for that, it'll play really bad for us. I know that card plays for me. This card hates me. Like, I will play this and, like, my entire combo deck will, like, fall over. Serum Visions. There's Cauldron Familiar to go with the food that we didn't pick earlier. Serum Vision sounds fine. Let's go ahead and try to get ourselves some more. This is a good way to like dig for what we're looking for. Right now that we have the deck, we probably are just looking for the card. Like, yeah. Ooh, we're not that color. Sorry, Preordain though. I like printing this card. I printed a couple different variations on this friend. So yeah, now we have Preordain, Serum Visions, Ancestral Recall, all things to find the combo. I need a couple more pieces of recursion. We have workshop assistant. I want one more to be safe. Oh, you know, I'm being cemented so hard in your position, nobody's fighting you for it. That's good. Okay, now I don't actually need another piece of the infinite. I'm fine having Urza. Urza, by the way, infinites with the combo too. You tap the sword as it comes in for a blue, sack the sword, you get infinites. Auto select, I think, has figured this one out. Thank goodness. I don't know, Steam Vents, you know, or like Glinthorn Buccaneer, which is Master of Death. This comes back from the grave. Terrarian, Monoskeleton, Rabbit Battery. Is it Charm? Is Interaction and Interruption? Monoskeleton. We sadly, this is the last new cards. We're not seeing anything else but this. Like, is it Charm? This lets us dig if need be, and it also is Disruption on two sides. Scalding Tarn is. Oh. Okay, is Ice-Ground Scepter worth it? Is it better than just grabbing Tarn and accepting, like, getting our mana better? I don't hate this. This is probably a good sideboard. Annex. Talent Mimic. This is an infinite, another infinite with persist creatures. This is its point. Deep Analysis, probably fine. Plating is also fine. Okay, luckily I don't have big synthesis because I got to dig through time. Good. Sure, hi, Yogswell. Hi, Memnite. Oh, hi, Steam Vents. Sure. Okay. I'm a little worried that my fixing isn't as strong as it could be, but at the same time, I'm looking at two Steam Vents, a Volcanic Island, Watery Grave, and a Fetch, and yeah, I'm think I'm worried about nothing. How many vents in there in the cube? I think 3. This cube's like wacky, wild, inflatable arm flailing tube bin. Alright, Recall, Preordain, Serum Vision, anything involved with the combo. I don't think Containment Construct is involved with the combo. Thought Foundry, Sword of the Meek, Workshop Assistant, Ashnod Altar, Emery is Beast of Recursion. I will literally play Yawgmoth's Will as a way to recur this. I think the rest of the deck is literally just cards to protect the combo. That's it. Yeah. Spell Pierce, Stop Monitor, Lava Dart, Snapcaster. I'll play the Ice-Crown Scepter because it is, at this point, like, here's... Here's, like, the deck. I don't know, maybe I don't even include the, Oni Colt Anvil. I like the free 1/1s it produces. It almost seems unnecessary in this build, though. You know what I mean? Anvil's once per turn, your turn. This is like a fair card. This is an unfair card. You know what I'm saying? Might just be better as more ways to tutor for our effects. Another impulse. How much are we too heavy on right now? The black is literally only for Thopter Foundry at this point. Oh yeah, that's cool. Our recursion pieces are Workshop Assistant, Emery. The Tinker's kind of bad, but we need it as a way to fetch our stuff. The Tinker's kind of bad, though. So is the Welder, now that I'm looking at it. Engineer's fine because it tutors the Sword of the Meek, but, like, both Welder and Tinker ended up very poor. Tinker's best big play is, like, just go grab the Thopter Foundry, which problem is I didn't, like, look at my artifact count. I'm actually very low. I'm basically only the combo as far as the artifacts go. The Thought Monitor is actually pretty bad in that note, then. It's like, this is only on if our combo's on, right? At that point, who cares? Tinker, Welder. Blasting Station would just exist as a way to win the turn you play a combo rather than giving them a turn to combo back at you. Hmm. 1, 2, 3, yeah. God, even Emery isn't that good in here. Weird how Artifact Light we ended up. Tinker Welder out, blasting in, ship it. Maybe Tinker Emery out. I don't know. It's awkward. I think Emery's probably fine. Oh, the problem with Emery too is that if Emery mills the Thopter Foundry, that gets really awkward. Because like Emery's gonna die to every bolt. You know what I mean? Snapcaster. That's quite far off of the card I was thinking about cutting. I would probably cut Impulse and like one or two more of our filter cards before I even thought about snaps. That's not even a question. This is a deck with Ancestral Recall. Yeah, no, I'm not thinking about taking out Snapcaster in this deck. Fine cutting Goblin Welder. Like, you've seen our spells, right? Like, this is our spell list over here. So few things to sack to this Tinker is my problem. It's only like 6 cards total. Pretty terrible Suggestron there. This might be too little black mana. 7 sources, 6 sources. 7 on Prismari Command if I count that. We've infinite blue sources. Infinite red sources. It's like 8 red sources right here. Red's only on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cards. So it's not too bad. Swamps are the fetchables off this, and we have a couple things up here. If I had realized how light our black was, we could have pivoted to white as the third color. That would actually have been a kind of interesting draft. I didn't realize how light I thought our black was a little heavier because I saw these two next to each other and thought, oh, we're committed to black. But the actual answer was like I could have turned black into white, and maybe this deck actually would have been a little better had I picked up like a hollowed fountain and then swapped over a little bit and picked up like there were some there was like an artifact dude that was like a impulse the top 4 for an artifact sort of thing. There, yeah, that sort of bit. Anyway, let's. I don't see a reason for Yogswell, man. We have enough recursion that I don't feel like that's a necessary include. We're trying to win off an infinite combo, and Yogg's Will says if your opponent interrupts your infinite, it exiles. And then you lose. Like, just flat, you lose the game right there. So, like, that's. With a lot more recursion, I can put the welder back in. If I want, for that sort of thing. But, like, the problem with Yogg's Will is that it has that exile clause. And if you try to combo off on that turn, you fail because you can't combo off on the Yogg's Will turn. If you sack your artifact, you lose. So this actually prevents you from comboing, making it a little more awkward. So, yeah, this is not the recur. I picked it up because it was like third to last pick. I don't give a crap about only having 4 mounts sacked to Lava Dart. For me, it's just it's a main deck way of killing nonsense creatures, which there seem to be a ton of. If it's bad in the matchup, that makes for an easy sideboard. Yeah, I'm good here. We can keep this. How good's a braid on a stick? Consider. Anyway. Anyway. Nonsense. I just want to upgrade that. Or how do I want to do this? Clearly I can't let that live. I might give it a turn, see if they try to do something, and then kill it with that on the stack. That's probably the easiest way to do it. If they have something, then we can go for it. And if we have two options, so like if I play LED here or some nonsense, then I can respond to LED by kill your containment construct. Sure, you can draw two. Anyway. Okay. I understand. I don't have a way to destroy that card. Other than counter spells. Okay, this is a million loots. Just Guy's Ascendancy is easily part of it, infinite, because it untaps all creatures you control. Any mana dorks, and it's an infinite. If we had the containment construct, they'd be able to play all the cards they discarded. There's a ton of infinites this card's a part of. This card right here could just be an infinite. Fate Stitcher here, untaps a land. We can play Urza and leave up Scepter. Yes, that's why I did it this way. I did not drop shields. Treasure Cruise. All right. I'm scared of this. They're filtering through their entire deck. They have 13 cards left. What's their win con? Brain Freeze targeting me? We're only on Storm Count 2. Oh, fucking Thassa's Oracle? Yeah. So I need a counterspell? That's probably it. You probably got it. Um... Impulse and then sit on whatever we find. Alright, let's see if we can identify the key spell. They're gonna try to go off here, right? This lets them do so. Yeah. So this is a 1-2, by the way. We couldn't have lava darted it. Okay, deep analysis, flashback. Yep. I need to see the win con in the deck before I give up. I refuse to concede before knowing what your actual, like, final kill is. Can't be Fate Stitcher. This ain't killing me in combat. You'll deck first. Hell, all black. Escape an Ox doesn't do anything. There's Get Probe, sure. They now know that my hand has Dig Through Time. I don't like showing them Sword of the Meek, but at the same time, like, I need to know their win con before letting this game end. So we have to let this card resolve. Yeah, I can still dig for force on a blue card. I can remove 5 for that. That's why I'm not. That's the other reason I haven't left the game. I want. What is this? Finale of Promise targeting Fiery Confluence and Impulse. Is it just enough burn to kill me? Is that the out? Your deck just contains enough burn that with all your flashbacks, you'll kill me? You still need 9 more points. Okay, tap down Urza as a blocker. Sure. We're not owned by that. We would have lost the game regardless. Fate Stitcher was enough to attack with Fire Confluence damage and the Impulse still on the stack, but I don't think there's an out, and I don't want to show off my deck, so let's move on. Okay. Lava Dart was real. Braid is real. Our counter spell. We need to counter the Ascendancy is basically the only play that matters in that match, right? Everything else is kind of a secondary move. So I have Izzet Charm, Spell Pierce, Counterspell, Force of Will. I just kind of need to see them. Yeah, as long as I counter the Ascendancy, I think I can win this. Anything else we want out of the board for that? Then not a lot that like gets anything out of our, like. I do think we need the blasting station style victory because we can't give our opponent a turn. Saying it sucks. The thing I like about this hand is that a lot of our draws are good. Well, could overdraw and discard the sword. Could play the sword. Okay. Discard Faithful Saluting. And they play a tap land. Okay. Sure. Oh, they're actually going to hit Delirium off that. Yeah, I didn't think so. Um, I think I'm playing Goblin Engineer. Surveil lets them put the card in the graveyard. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, Surveil one. So if they had hit they have land, sorcery, instant. If they had hit a creature artifact, they could have gotten it off. That's why I was worried about the Delirium, because they very very clearly could have. They put finale down there. I think Engineer for Foundry in the yard. They did not surveil the sorcery. These are two sorceries in the yard. This is awkward because like, what if they have any kill spell for Engineer? If I put it in the yard, then I'm in the worst place, right? Like, I really don't want to do that. We'll Prismari end of turn. Oh, is that a problem? I mean, I can just destroy it. Yeah, I guess I just destroy my own sword. Uh, Awkward as that is. Alright, so we're just gonna take some damage. Treasure cruise your entire graveyard away. Alright. Okay. Oh, ha, they lost their 4/4. That's fine. What's the problem with hitting Snapcaster Mage? Now he visit Charm twice. I can unstep it and not feel bad about it. Did the joke is Ancestral Recall. Sure, whatever. Could care less. Draw to use this card too, please. Still don't like this. I think this is a mistake. Oh, I just shuffled like 5 cards. Playing this was a super bad play. Oh no, never mind. Because I'm never protecting this. Like that's not happening. Our opponent has 6 cards in hand. They want it dead. That's dead. Like they have Firebolt in their deck, and we know that. We're gonna make it look like we're trying to set up something else stupid. Like they just end step bolt this. Or I guess sorcery speed bolted. I don't know. I cannot believe. All right, we're about to be able to find this off of Dig though, and that's good. Yeah, discard any card. Okay. Yeah, Snapcaster, Dig Through Time will be active like next turn. Maybe that'll be enough. If we ever just flat draw it, I can just go Urza, um, and then play it out of hand, and then we win on the spot. We actually don't even need to wait. We win on the actual spot. Um, Containment Construct. Okay. Sure, then they can play the mountain off that. That's a cute combo. Not enough of me to interrupt right now. Oxerland. They don't have the mana for Ox, so they're just going to play land. I'll counter the Ascendancy. 4 goblins? That's really all that's happening here? That's fine. That's really not anything. Maybe I overestimated our opponent's hand after they did Sierra Visions plus Treasure Cruise, but then we're playing Emery for 1. And we did not mill it. Oh, that sucks. As long as we untap next turn, we should still be fine. I have to assume this is a turn where they're going for a, you know, ascendancy. And then just trying to overpower us with Goblin Token. Because Ascendancy has 1/1 in your team. That's one of its two modes. It has two modes. The new Ascendancies look so bad compared to the old ones. It's kind of ridiculous. Like Brokers is the only one that's like comparable. Well, actually, sorry, Brokers and Outfitters. Outfitters. Yeah, I'll pass on that one. Thank you very much. All right, you want to fight? Okay. Okay. We'll fight. So if I go ahead and we can get infinite mana from Foundry Sword. My blasting station's out. That's probably enough to mean that I can't go out. Because we can go infinite mana, infinite life, infinite power toughness on this. You let me cast an artifact from the yard. Nothing has. I don't think I can do it because we only have the one activation of Engineer. Yeah. With our blasting station exiled, I think we're gone. Yeah, oh, we don't even have a starter. Okay. Yeah, that just doesn't work without a. Yeah, without the grinding station, we're not getting there. Damn. Brain freeze. I did not put them like even after game one. I thought still there had to be something else without it. So we can get there if we have combat that turn with Urza, because Urza like gives us infinite mana and also gives us that token. I guess I need to keep the blasting station more because we need to be able to kill on our own terms. Good to know. Good to know. It's pretty important to learn. I love looking at a hand and asking the question, can I just go off with this? This hand looks bad enough that I'll mulligan. This hand looks fine. We can put the tower on bottom. Yeah, also good to know sack there is a token, not the sword. Because we can't sack the token to start the combo. Polluted Delta Pass. I'm leaving up Spell Pierce. Okay. What the fuck? You can have your food, that's fine. I just don't want you having infinite of that. Here we go. Yeah, I'll go ahead and search my deck for. It could be anywhere. I don't know. Just could be anywhere in the deck. Interesting colors we got going on here. 4 in hand after the draw. Sure. Chandra 2/1/1s. Chandra makes food tokens. You got it. Okay. Okay. 6. Alright. Too bad I don't have a mana open for that, but I'm starting to see a problem. That's not great. Founder gains life, it's fine, probably. This can target anything, which means we lose our Urza. It's funny that this is any player, because this is a card from, like, modern Magic. Like, not even modern Magic, but, like, literally, like, 3 years ago. They stopped doing that for a long time. Uh, and then, like, just sort of randomly, Mayhem Devil comes out of nowhere. And not only is Sacrifice a permanent, but it's any player. So, we've got fun times ahead of us. A Braid is the card we need to draw. I believe my life total is this threatened. That I need to make this jump. Okay. Okay. Pretty happy to see you. I think we just take the Abrade targeting that. I don't think it's Scepter Abrade. I don't think we have time for that. I think it's Urza Abrade leaving up Impulse and Force of Will. Because again, our life total's too low. All right. I've got Force of Will. I've got Impulse. That's not worth my action. Like, it's the land for play, sure. They have Lurrus in deck. Are they Lurrus? They haven't shown. They, the 3-drop, they can't be Lurrus. Never mind. They can just play Lurrus. They can play on Earth. They can play any number of ways to revive this dumb Mayhem Devil. I would force it on Earth. Would I force the Bone Shards? Yeah, I think I'll force this. No, do I need Urza to win? Yes, basically. If they were sandbagging Unearth as their final card, then so be it. Demonic Tutor, okay. So, I have to win this turn, huh? Putting in the grave to Emery won't help. To like the next 6 cards of my deck because I know the bottom 7 right now. Shit. We can spin Urza twice. Once. It's really just once. The problem is it shuffles, so that puts 7 cards back in the running. We have to do it though. Alter doesn't really add anything. Yeah, right. Yeah, okay. They detutored. They're just gonna untap and slam Fiery Confluence at me. They don't even need to do anything. Like they 110% have it. Or I guess I need the God because I have no way to find the damn sure. If they tutored Path to Exile, then we actually do get a turn. Okay. You got me to 3. I didn't. Wow. Anyway, I guess I should have believed, clearly. Okay. Um. All right, now I just got to go through all this nonsense. All right, hold on. We gotta do this the slowest possible way. because I can't auto yes to this card. And it doesn't seem to accept my... Just use the colorless? Is there a shortcut for doing that? Alright, let me just click through things aggressively here. Wait, do you wish to return Brittany? What? Hold on. What is happening? Did you see that? Did I sacrifice my opponent? I don't... That is my... Yeah, okay, that is my opponent. We're just gonna go through the motions on this. It's gonna cost me 5 minutes of my clock. Okay. Okay, so I have to note, Betamax Tipster, you were right. They didn't have it. Have you ever read Thought Foundry? How are you getting life? Oh, this card was. These were in standard. Anyway, look, your opponent has D tutor. We had to be dead, right? Apparently not. I'm gonna take Thieving Skydiver. That seems like a good card to have in this matchup. They have a lot of stuff we can steal. I'm gonna cut out the Ice Crown Scepter. That seems more like a joke than anything else. Usually I can cast Ancestral Recall. Holding W might auto-spend colorless. Okay. I understand. That's why I didn't concede. That's why we played through the entire game. They detutored. We're dead, right? Like, even if they just grabbed a lightning bolt, we died. We were at 3. All they do is grab a lightning bolt. Sure. Have the Abrade. The Abrade has to be saved for the thing that it's, you know. That's fine, yeah. Okay. This one at least costs mana. It's not the freebie. I can Steel Oven. Probably just want to leave up Spell Pierce and Prismari Command, though. No reason to, like, go in on things quite yet. Leave up a, leave up a counter spell, leave up kill spells, do some draw. That's fine. If they sack when I try to steal, it's off the table. You know what I mean? Um, okay. Right now, they don't have a lot of forward momentum at us, and I've got, again, every part but the damn Foundry, as is usual. And not a lot of red. Spell Pierce is going to be pretty dead within a turn or two. My best hope is, like, hitting a 3 or 4 right now. Some Walker or something. Bam Devil has to get abraded, obviously. Yeah, I think our best case would be Spell Piercing, something they play off this. Brings okay, sure. Well, might as well do this. Owned by Brittany. This card's important, but not important enough for my upgrade. Mayhem Devil still exists. Yep. Mayhem Devil still exists. Give me priority, please. Anytime you want to give me priority, right now, right this moment, right this moment. Let's roll. Taking priority. Yep. We're gonna We are going to take priority and then use it and then. Yep, okay. Thinking about priority and I can't have it. Goodbye, Mayhem Devil. This deck contains cards. I know it. I can sense it in my feet. The land there is a play in case I need to sack the food token to not die. You see, constructed decks, you get to play like 4x copies of it and 12 tutors for the card. Whereas me, I put my tutor on the sideboard because I only have 4 artifacts and I don't want to sack any of them because they're the combo pieces. Tinker and Memnite, there we go. Mm-hmm. Go to 7. They left up the spell pierce. Yeah, that's fine. All right, then. I see this is the world we live in. Memnite's too much of a joke. All right. 4 minutes. I don't know if I can combo off in 4 minutes. This deck doesn't do that. We'll try. It says dies and makes a treasure, or dies and makes -1/-1. That's fine. Okay. Yeah, it should be good. Man Devil. Ready for the devil. Indeed. That's hilarious. Okay. I specifically put the engineer down because I assumed there's no chance. Okay. Alright, then we want to go like. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Alright, there's the creature I wanted. The only card I care about. It's a construct token. Oh, do they have rally for 2? You know, I think I die to this. Well, on paper, all you have to do is say perform the combo 100 times. Yeah, they just have enough damage to kill me. Or I go to 1. Oh, no, because, yeah, never mind. Sure. There's no way that works because I'll just gain the life and lose life. And there's also a trigger down here, hidden right here. That was why I had to do it before it resolved. So they had exactly enough on me. I guess if I didn't blink, I would still only have 40 seconds, but yeah, I needed to not blink. But oh my god, this is. Alright. Oh my god, I'm on a third match. Oh my god, this deck. This deck takes 1,000 years to resolve. We've got to win with it, though, so that's good. The question was asked if I would replace the Ancestral Recall Demonic Tutor just flat, and I think in the deck, the way this deck ends up playing, the answer just has to be yes. Uh, I mean, Thopter Foundry, there's so many unavoidable prompts. That's really annoying that there's not like I think there's probably a way to get the mana to work the way we want, but I don't think there's a way to auto yes to the recursion part. This hand's way better. We just put an island back. You want to wasteland me on your 6-land hand? Go for it. Sure. You at least gotta play the wasteland at me. Oh my god, this isn't a bay? Alright. Stop showing me my graveyard. Alright. Always yield. Okay. So that's the combo. I tap the sword. Here I get infinite bodies. I don't get infinite. Really interesting to learn what cards are and aren't like all players' opponents may not. Like that's a like I would have lost this in trivia, you know? This one looks fine. I like having the. Do they actually have like elves this time? Oh, like but legit, yeah, okay. Virtual Rangers is quite good. Hmm. That seems like the card I'm looking for. Thank you very much. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Squandered resources. Alright, I'm here to hold up counterspell. Okay. I'm no longer here to hold up counterspell. You should move through the phase. If they get me in post combat with a Crucible, that'd be pretty powerful. I feel like landing Urza against this deck is the end of the game because like they aren't a deck that's going to be able to answer Urza. Okay. Holding 2 counters, that's nice. Be able to dig through time soon. Interesting. We're kidding about that any color thing they were talking about, huh? It's getting to be a lot of mana showing up on the other side of the table. We don't need to leave up counterspell, but we get to leave up force, so I'm okay with this. Okay. Oh, this is bad. Oh, shit. Crater Hoof. Green Suns for 9 is top. Oh, just exile it. Well, you know, sometimes you just, yep, yeah, that's just sometimes the skill you got there. Yep, sometimes you just draw really well compared to your opponent, and just, yep, just sometimes, just that's yep, Not that Spell Pierce does anything, but They are a deck that can pretty good, well, double spell at us. Yeah, I don't care about that. I'll counter the actual problem when it comes down. Okay. I can't cast that Thopter Foundry down there. Um, hmm. The worry is they have 8 mana left to do basically anything with. I don't like that. Am I just dead? Like, what's my... You have like an uncounterable grab off that Shaman? Oh. Yeah, okay. That's, Okay, so they're just gonna beat me down with Fauna Shaman here. No? You need to be cycled. Even though you're black mana. Okay. Final card is Esper Sentinel. Go grab. Do you have an uncounterable creature in your deck? Solitude. Okay. That's just a removal spell I don't care too much about. Land is pretty bad for us on their draw because it gets back their Bloodghast and attacks for 4. Really? Give me a black source, please. Anyway, my name is Galvantic Blast. Targeting you. Then you're gonna sack all your lands to Solitude your own creature. But you'll still die. Because I have this. Even if I didn't have this, I have Blasting Station for 1 damage because it couldn't target itself. What a deck. What a game. What an opponent. Look, there's something like. There are certain cards that, like, when you see them, yeah, this one went 1-2 because like half because Thopter is a card that's in your bottom 10 every time, and half because, like, we got hard countered in round 2. Round 1 felt like we should have had something. It shouldn't have been as bad as it was, but the Jeskai Ascendancy deck just, like, was able to laser target us out of both games. But yeah, There's a couple cards in Magic that, like, when your opponent plays them, like, your heart skips one beat and a primal fear begins. This right here is one of those cards. He traded sand for skins, skins for gold, gold for life. In the end, he traded life for sand. This card, Fear of God, into you, like for the combos it's going to pull off. Yeah, especially we know this deck has had a Rabinop Excavator we saw earlier, tunable here. Well, but yeah, if we can take a look at the deck to talk about it and its like the problems that it had, because this deck was really fun, but I think misbuilt. I did not realize how our black was fake, and I should have pivoted into white pretty early into mid pack 2. That would have been a much better turn. One of the problems with the deck is that we have a Tinker right here that I can't use because my artifact count, every single artifact is a non-bow with it. Like, the only card I would ever sacrifice is Workshop Assistant, and that's it. Every other card I would sack to it, like, if I sack Blasting Station or Ashnod's Altar, there goes my win con. If I sack Sword of the Meek, it's fine, but I need another artifact to start the combo. You can't sack Sword of the Meek to get Foundry and then go. You need to then play a 1-1. Like there's a lot of the Engineer, very good. Engineer puts Sword of the Meek in the yard. The removal and the amount of like interaction with this deck, I think, was stellar. Lava Dart, Spell Pierce, Galvanic Blast, Abrade, Counterspell. Emery was pretty bad. Emery was pretty bad the whole time. Yeah, it doesn't look like this cube has giant Tinker payoffs or more combo, which meant that I needed to build this more towards white. I'd be really interested to look back at like pack 2 and pack 3 with the eyes of imagine my black is white, because so you can pay for Thopter off of black blue or white blue. And I was looking at black because of this Oni Cult Anvil. The problem was this Oni Cult Anvil sucked in the style of deck we were playing. Oni Cult Anvil is like incremental advantage over time. It's really good at doing that. Thopter Foundry wins the game on the spot. Why do I need incremental advantage? You know what I mean? That was the mistake there. And assuming anybody would let me get incremental advantage of that style, that isn't like, you know, Mayhem Devil. Like, in that deck, it worked okay for our opponent because they would have like 4 triggers with it. We only had 1. So I'd be interested to see what the deck looks like on a white tilt. Especially because like our lands still work. Rafine's Tower Taps are white as well. Polluted Delta can still search for this. We can even keep the Watery Grave because it casts the Thopter Foundry. Bit like that. So I'd be interested to see what that looks like. Urza, getting Urza late was like the biggest payoff in the universe. This card wins like so many games. This cube's really interesting. It's really funky to see such a high power cube and then like have opponents that are just doing like abracadabra, like weird abracadabras. The Jeskai Ascendancy really was something we had trouble dealing with. Well, I had to keep up a counterspell for that, and even then they just were like, okay, cool. They knew it was a must counter, so they could count on us to counter it, and they used that to kill us. I did enjoy that if I would have had Blasting Station in play, we could have killed them on upkeep, which would have been really funny. Q was extremely odd, shade but Motor. Yeah, that's actually one of the downsides, I'd say, is that like this combo isn't gonna be alone in like just being really hard to pull off due to clicks. I don't know. I'm sure a lot of people are a lot better than me. You know, it's a lot more optimizable, but like the time we actually went off, if our opponent didn't actually like leave after 5 minutes, we would have had to have been there at about 8 to actually kill, because of how slow the deck is at doing so. You know, I guess I could have passed on 20 original build on cards in it. Yeah. Anyway, that was our powered synergy cube. So hope you all enjoyed that. Second Sunrise Plan is a complete joke online. Yeah, that's I no. Look at the amount of clicks I had here and then triple it. And also make the combo non like infinite. Make it depend on draws. Yeah. But yeah, I think what's upcoming? Let me quick check. There was the Moto. I know Vintage Cube is upcoming at the end of the month for the entire month of June. And then there's like a return of a Masters set, maybe. Modern Horizons 2 for the next 2 weeks. Yeah. And then Proliferate Cubes comes back. Oh, that was a fun one. And then Vintage Cube from June 1st onwards. Anyway, so yeah, that's been our Powered Synergy Cube. Happy with the performance on this deck, and I'm happy to be able to like poke and realize where things need to change. I'll be interested to just kind of look back and see what that deck looks like had we picked up white instead of black. Say like pack 2 midway. I think we would have had a couple more artifact and play like weird playables. Yeah. As far as upcoming streams go, tomorrow should be Final Fantasy V. I know that it's been moving for like ages. It's between Thursday and Friday, and I can't even say tomorrow that it'll be 100%, but that's what we're gonna try for. Um, Friday we should be more Slay the Spire. We finished up Library of Ruina. We finished Library of Ruina in Library of Ruina. So now we have a number of other mods that have been kind of chomping character mods sitting aside to check out just on their own. And then over the weekend, might see if I can do some Pokemon on Saturday. I want to try to get that more often than once every 3 months. Well, I'll check with Mike and Luke on that, but we'll see how that plays out. If not, probably just like some Elden Ring. We'll see. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Hope you had a fun time today with Thopter Foundry. If you weren't familiar with this combo, boy howdy, even not infinite. Like a lot of the decks that played this in standard did not go infinite with it. They just used it as incremental advantage. Because if you have 5 mana, that's 5 1/1s and 5 life. That's enough to win a game usually. Usually it's very hard for an opponent to like overcome that. You know what I mean? Like, what does the red deck do about gain X life, where X is your lands, and make X 1/1s every turn? Sometimes they can do it. Sometimes they can find a way, but it's rare. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.